What a game that was. Wolves have done it. We've beaten Arsenal 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium, and what a game that was. Lots of difficult circumstances and a really good, well fought victory as well, given what had happened towards the start of the game. As always, guys, it is Dave here from Talking Wolves, giving my thoughts on today's win. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Always great to see your comments about today's victory, and be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Obviously, first bit of, shout out, barely a shout out, but, thoughts are with Raul Jimenez and family after that really early collision with David Luiz. Didn't look nice at all, and of course had to go off the pitch on a stretcher on oxygen. So real thoughts are with Raul Jimenez, and hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully we do see him in the old gold shirts sooner rather than later. But in terms of the football today, Wolves, again, surprising all the fans. It was a big discussion, wasn't it, throughout the week and on the match preview. Was Nuno going to stick with the back four? Were we going to see the back five back to normal with Cody in there? But we did. We went with like a 4-2-3-1 system. And I tell you now, it was really good to watch, especially in that first half. Really good system and really entertaining attacking football, which I don't know we've seen in a long time at Wolves. That first 45 minutes especially was so good to watch. We started Patricio in goal. We saw Marcel come in as a left back today, which sort of made sense as obviously a bit more of a defensive fullback over Ryan Ait-Nouri. Cody and Bolly in the back there. So Cody getting our first sort of look at him in a back four, and Nelson Semedo on the right. So a bit of a shame for Max Kilman, who did he deserve to be dropped, after playing so well throughout the start of this season. We saw João Moutinho as well come in with Dendoncker, so no Neves in there as well. And then we saw a front four of obviously Jimenez started, Neto, Adama and Daniel Podence. Of course, unfortunately, after Raul Jimenez got subbed off, we saw our first proper cameo, I suppose, of Fabio Silva in the Premier League as well. But yeah, the game was good, real end-to-end affair. I think what fans will realise and what we'll see, I think I said it in one of our very early podcasts this season, where Wolves drew too many games last season, and now with the introduction of a system like this, if we do see this more often, Wolves fans, we've almost got to expect much more open games, and Wolves probably will concede more goals, but we might see Wolves win more games. So overall, in a balance of a season, there's a big chance Wolves will start to gain more points. And I am adamant today, if Wolves started with a 5 at the back system, we would have not got the win today. We scored 2 goals today, both in the first half, and both from us having an influx of bodies, in the right areas. And Podence and Neto today showing why Nuno let go of Jota. And I know I don't want a big discussion about Diogo Jota, because yes, he started very well at Liverpool, but there's he's not a Wolves player anymore. But Neto and Podence, this is what we need them to start doing, replace the goals that Jota did give us last season, and we need players in and around the squad now that we can rely on to score goals other than Raul Jimenez, and we did that today. We did that in some style. The first goal especially, good work from Adama down the right-hand side. He had a couple of moments in the game where he just gave the ball away once or twice, but we saw 2 or 3 glimpses of that Adama of last season, getting the ball, powerful runs up and down the pitch. And he got a great ball in, really good ball in, beat Turney as well. And then Donker unlucky, point blank header, hits the bar, but Neto so quick to react and smashes it in via maybe 1 or 2 deflections, but we'll take that every day of the week. Pedro Neto today was unbelievable. The work rate of that guy from minute 1 to the final whistle was incredible, and such a good talent. And basically, you knew whenever he was going to get that ball, Wolves were going to try and make something happen. He gave Bellerin at times nightmares down that left-hand side for Wolves, and a really good cameo. Unfortunately, obviously, Arsenal bounced back straight away. That header from Gabriel Magalhaes. It's annoying because, it's a very good goal from Arsenal's point of view, but from Wolves' point of view, it's definitely avoidable. Obviously, the closing down was a little bit too slow, and obviously the ball come in and he had 4 Wolves players around him, and he still won that header. But yeah, nothing Patricio could do there, but really good goal from Arsenal's point of view, but slightly poor. I think Nuno will be disappointed to have conceded that one. But the fact that Wolves, if we the longer we went in that game without scoring, I think it would have been extremely difficult. But we got that goal, and I tell you what, Neto again, almost back to goal. It started from Adama, to be fair. Let's give Adama the credit once again. The little turn, he did get fouled, but little turn away from goal. Plays in Neto again, who just brings that ball forward. Striker cross goal, again deflection, which made it difficult for Leno. But Daniel Podence, the little scoop up and then the finish was delightful. And that's what we're talking about. That's the goals we need. That's the confidence we need. And we showed that confidence. We weren't scared to attack Arsenal, who have been shaky at the back. And it'll be so interesting to see what we like against the likes of Liverpool as well next week, who are fairly shaky at the back at the moment. So, yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that. But overall today, that first half performance was fantastic. Second half, I wasn't expecting Wolves to go out all guns blazing. We had chances as well. We did have chances in the second half. But sort of from maybe the 55th, 60th minute, you knew Wolves were going to run down that clock. It slowed it down. Nuno eventually switched back to the 5 at the back. But we still had opportunities, we still had opportunities. Neto was unlucky. I think he caught Hector Bellerin out. But Daniel Podence and Pedro Neto together just looked really lively. And we saw the 5 at the back come back. And you know what? When we're winning a game and we sit on it and we want to defend it, I don't mind seeing the 5 at the back. I don't mind. I wasn't expecting to never see it again. But this now shows Wolves have got this 4 at the back formation in their arsenal, if you'll pardon the pun. And we can switch back to this 5 at the back as well if we need. The 4 at the back is so good though, because it's so almost expansive, because you can change it. You can change it to a 4-3-3. You could change it to a 4-2-3-1. You could change it to a 4-4-2. It's good. And the fact that we can also say, oh, look, right, let's bring off one of our attackers in Fabio Silva, who I sort of got that. I was a little bit at the time, I was like, to bring him on. I know he's played almost the full 90 minutes to bring him off. That's pretty annoying, but he did have a booking. There is a chance, obviously, we don't know the situation with Raul. There is a chance that Fabio Silva's going to have to play again next week. So for a young lad coming in for such a big amount of game time in such a small period of time, it sort of made sense to bring him off. And Nuno wants to keep him fresh and available for next week, obviously, just in case. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy the back four has worked. Nuno got a lot of praise for trying it on Monday. He got a hell of a lot of praise today for trying it again. And you know what? It's worked. Against teams, it shocked him. It shocked Southampton on Monday when we were flooding numbers forward. It shocked Arsenal today. It's just when you've got a player, say for argument's sake, I think Raul would have loved that today. I think Raul would have loved that on the edge of the area, maybe picking up that ball. And, his strikes might go in, but he's still now, he's got at least 2 players running in. You've got Dendoncker who likes to make those late runs. Adama as well, when he's on it, he's going to be one hell of a dangerous winger. So, yeah, really, really good. In terms of individual performances today, I thought Fabio Silva for a bright debut. You could tell there's a lot of time where there's players that you could tell almost that are not nervous, but just don't want to make many errors. His hold-up play was great. He brought other players into the game very well. Towards the end of that first half, could have easily, had a goal himself, I think. He was very unselfish to lay off Adama, who probably should have done better from the angle. But, Fabio could have shot there. He had a couple of chances where he just missed out on the ball. I thought Marcel was really good today. He started a couple of great moves for Wolves as well, down that left-hand side. And Cody as well. I think I was really, really impressed with Cody. I was a little bit worried, I'll be honest, with him in a back four. There was a couple of times where, Arsenal got in behind, but I think that everyone, you're never not going to complete a game with no one getting in behind. But that, I think it was in the first half, that tackle or that block right in front of Aubameyang, they're match-winning tackles. So, yeah, really happy with Cody's contribution. Bolly as well. I think everyone, Moutinho, unbelievable. To be fair, I've said things about Moutinho over the last month or so. I felt like this season maybe, his last, because he just seemed to be slowing down whenever I watched him play. But the game against Southampton showed me he'd still had it in the locker, and the fact that Nuno gave him the nod today due to his performance there ahead of Dendoncker, my word, he was absolutely fantastic. So really, really happy with Moutinho and Dendoncker. You know what? Everyone played their part today in such a fantastic 3 points of Wolves, which shoots us up the table and onto Liverpool now. Again, best wishes to Raul Jimenez. I really hope we get some positive news about him. And of course, we'll update you with those on the social medias if you don't follow us on those as well. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you do. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all very, very soon.